Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest is officially back to being the best ongoing manga because with Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest chapter 192, man, oh man, I am super excited. Yo, I haven't felt this hype for Fairy Tail since the old days, since Fairy Tail was in its arc where we're getting revealed to E&D being Natsu and all this other stuff, early Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest. Yeah, let's just say that the hype, it is officially back for Fairy Tail because Hiro Mashima, he has just revealed some brand new dragons. Yes, Hiro Mashima and Atsuo Uda, they have just revealed some brand new dragons with this brand new chapter of Fairy Tail. And we see that Team Natsu, they have officially defeated Ignia's lackeys, aka the Fire and Flame Guild, with Ignia's son Wed being the leader of that guild. And I'm not even mad because Hiro Mashima, he just introduced something even hype and even better than the Fire and Flame Guild with the Calamity Bloods, aka true dragons that existed 400 years ago with Acnologia. Yes, Hiro Mashima, he has just introduced these brand new dragons from 400 years ago, and let's give it up for Hiro Mashima because this man is officially cooking up a 5-star meal again, because now that he's introduced these dragons from 400 years ago, this is going to get super hype and intense because we know that these dragons, they made a name for themselves by killing off the first Dragon Slayers, the one that was introduced back with Irene when she first made Dragon Slayer magic. We know that these dragons, they were killing off all the humans back then. So we know that these dragons, they're not pushovers because those Dragon Slayers from back in the day, they were super strong. They could have been on par with Irene. So the fact that these guys were handling them like lunch, yeah, that just goes to show you that the Calamity Bloods, they are going to be no joke. And we see that they have a combination of elements. They're not just some random dragons with one type of element ability like we've seen before. No. We see that these new dragons, their abilities and their powers looking super crazy. Like, your guys' guess is as good as mine. I can't even tell you what type of magic they're going to be using because we see that one of the dragons, his name is Anchor. He is a dragon with sea prison dragon slayer magic. Like, what does that even mean? Is this man from One Piece with the sea prism stones? Like, I don't even know what his ability even means, but it's hype because we know that these dragons, they're going to be using some never before seen techniques and magic, and I'm all here for that. This just shows that Hiro Mashima, he's going to be digging deep into his bag when it comes to writing these brand new dragons and showing off all their brand new elements. And we get introduced to the other dragons like Earthbuild, who literally has rock soul dragon magic. And again, I have no idea what type of ability that's going to be, but nonetheless, I'm super hyped to see what it's going to be because it sounds extra unique and a little bit spooky. Like, what does rock soul magic mean? I don't know. This man gonna rock your soul? Is he gonna plant you to the ground? I don't know. All I know is that these combinations, their sound is super freaky, so I'm excited to see what type of magic that these guys are going to be doing. But I'm not gonna lie with you guys, Chief. The dragon named the Scissor Runner Dragon, he does seem like he has an ability that's easy to decipher because he is known as the Scissor Sound Dragon. So I'm willing to bet my channel that this man, he's going to be cutting something, whether it's you, me, or sound itself. I don't know, but the fact that he's called the Scissor Sound Dragon, I'm willing to bet that this man will have to do something with cutting. So I'm interested to see how is he going to be manipulating his scissor sound. I don't even know what type of magic that is. How is he going to be using that to defeat his opponents that he's going to be fighting? And then we move on to Levian, who has life jail magic. And I'm not gonna lie, this dude sounds like he can bring all your life points down to 0. So yeah, he just looks like that he's gonna be looking for all the smoke. So whoever has to fight this guy, he better get ready to be put into the ground and get made into some dirt because Levia, the fact that he has life jail magic, that just sounds like that he's gonna be going straight in for the kill. No games, he's not gonna be messing around. And last but not least, we get introduced to Mother Glare, who is the Earth Mother Dragon. And I know I sound like a broken record, but y'all already know. I have no idea what her ability could be. Your guess is as good as mine. I think she might be able to control the Earth because she's called Earth Mother Dragon, but that would just make her super overpowered. So yeah, I don't know what type of magic ability she's going to be packing for sure. But if Hiro Mashima disrespects the Calamity Bloods and makes them get defeated in a way that feels rushed, then I'm going to become a D1 million crash out. Yeah, Because what would be the point of introducing these brand new dragons for the past and just have them get defeated in a disrespectful manner? Hiro Mashima, he better lock in when he's drawing these fights, because if these guys get taken out in like 3 or even 5 chapters, I'm going to be on this channel ranting. Yes, I'm letting you guys know right here and right now. Especially since we find out that these dragons, they were a part of the plan that Ignia and Doggermag were planning to do together. So round of applause to Hiro Mashima Atsu Uda, because they delivered on a plot point that, yo, you guys already know. I was begging for Hiro Mashima to reveal this plot point. What was Ignia and Doggermag planning on doing together? And now we finally know. They want to revive these strong dragons that made a name for themselves, killing dragon slayers back in the past. So yo, now that Hiro Mashima has finally delivered on one of the things I was asking for the most, I would be super mad. I would be super pissed off if he just ends up making these dragons get disrespected. So Hiro Mashima, you got my hype for right now. I'm not gonna lie, I am super excited, and I am gonna be doing some daily videos all because of this chapter. Like, this chapter definitely did bring back my love for Fairy Tail, but it can also bring my hate for Fairy Tail if he does end up mishandling these dragons wrong. So yo, Hiro Mashima, the fate of Fairy Tail is in your hand. You have the potential to make Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest go down as one of the greatest series ever, or it could become one of the massive flops ever, all depending on how he handles these brand new dragons that he brought back from the past. So we better see all 5 of these guys' dragon forms, and I better see some golden level fights here. I'm talking about better than Gojo versus Sukuna, because yo, now that we have 5 brand new dragons that have been released, I'm talking about we better see all 5 of the dragon forms, and I want to see them kill off some of the main characters as well. But no, in all seriousness, I hope that Hiro Mashima doesn't do these brand new dragons dirty, because Fire and Flame, they did okay. That guild was okay. Their fights were mid. They weren't anything to get super hyped about, but they weren't completely trash either, if I'm being honest. They weren't anything special. But I'm not even mad at that, because they were humans who were turned into dragon hybrids, so it's not like they were true dragons anyways. And before they got transformed, we saw that maybe one of them, which was Wed, he was the only one that was looking like he could be on par with some of the strongest characters in Fairy Tail, like Natsu and Urza. We saw the other members, they got defeated, and they just weren't looking too strong. Like, we saw the twin sisters, they were already defeated once in the alchemy arc, so I wasn't really too excited to see what they could do. The other 2 lackeys, yeah, they looked like that they were picked up off the street and that they were just fodder, so I wasn't too mad when they lost, even though I wanted to see more from Wed, because this guy, not only is he Ignia's son, but he was also hyped up to be on par with Urza before he got his boost from his new dragon form. But now that Hiro Mashima has introduced these brand new dragons, this is going to be a huge make or break deal for the 100 Year Quest series, because depending on how he handles the outcome of these dragons fights, it could be a huge make or break moment for Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, because number one, it could show that Hiro Mashima, he really doesn't care about Fairy Tail anymore. If he comes out here and just draws some lackluster booty butt fights and has these dragons get defeated in like 3 or 4 chapters, and if he has them get defeated in some horrendous and atrocious manner, yeah, that would show that Hiro Mashima, he does not care about Fairy Tail anymore, and he's just trying to move on, and he would just be writing the story at this point to try to appease to the fans. But if Hiro Mashima actually makes these fights bangers, if we see Team Natsu struggle super hard and maybe even have to get some help from the 5th generation Dragon Slayers in order to beat these brand new dragons, then that would be super hype and great for the story, because it would show that Hiro Mashima, he's still interested in writing things for Fairy Tail, and it would show by him not rushing through these fights that he actually does have a lot more planned for the story of Fairy Tail. And on the off chance if the dragons do end up winning, then the introduction to the Calamity Bloods could set up for Fairy Tail Next Generations if they do end up defeating Team Natsu, because you guys already know that I've been saying that if Fairy Tail Next Generation takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where the dragons do win, then that would mean that Fairy Tail Next Generation, it would have potential to be one of the best mangas ever written, and Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, it will go down as a goated sequel since it ended on a major plot twist with the main characters actually losing and not being able to fulfill the 100 Year Quest plan. So this is why I'm super excited, and I can honestly say I am super hyped for Fairy Tail like how I used to be after reading chapter 192 of Fairy Tail Next Generation. But I gotta diss Ignia before I end this video because, yo, this man is sounding like a generic comic book villain. Like, yo, this man is giving his whole speech about, oh, I already know that we can beat these guys, but I just want to make them suffer. I want to make them feel pain. Like, shut up, dude. If you got the power to beat them, just go ahead and squash them. Stop playing with your food before they come back and end up eating you. So, yeah, I'm starting to feel a little different about Ignia. I still am super hyped to see what he's going to do, but him just yapping all the time, it's like, brother, just give it a rest. We know that you're strong. Just show your power, crush them, and let's move on. Stop acting like a generic bot, Ignia. Come on, lock in. But it would be super hype that if these brand new dragons, because we see that there's 5 of them, if we see that these 5 are strong enough to defeat Team Natsu, and then Ignia's power, it gets prolonged to Fairy Tail Next Generation, meaning that we won't be able to see Ignia go full power until we get the Fairy Tail Next Generation, because these 5 brand new dragons, these guys were strong enough to defeat Team Natsu all alone. So this is why I'm super excited for Fairy Tail now that we've been introduced to brand new dragons, because these 5 dragons, the Calamity Bloods, they're looking like that they're going to be super hype. And if Hiro Mashima draws and decides to write them well, then yeah, these could go down as some of the best villains in all of anime manga, and this could lead to one of the best plot twists in all of anime manga history if they end up defeating the main characters. Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Remember that Jesus Christ died for all of our sins, so the only thing that we have to do in order to get to heaven is put our faith in him, and then once we put our faith in him, turn away from sins and start living a life that is for God. Peace out.